Gunner's getting fucking laid.
Gunner's getting fucked sometime soon. You heard it here first. Heard it here first. Heard it where? Here. Hey everybody, it's Walkerson here for your Week 6 recap. I'm going to have some interviews after the recap, and then I'll give you my picks. Last week in my picks, 3-2. Still got a winning record again. Let's keep it moving, all right? This week we had some pretty shitty games, and we had some decent games, all right? First up, we had Are You Feeling It Now against Johnny Football. Are You Feeling It Now did not score a whole bunch of points, but lucky for him, he matched up against the new record holder for least amount of points in a week. That's Carson Cheatham, manager of Johnny Football. 123 to 79.38. Luckily for Sam McIlvain, he scored lower than Sam did, or he would have set the record. That's right. First and second lowest all year, okay, folks? Next, we got Samurai Santa taking on Thanks for Donating. Final score of that. Actually, a pretty decent game at the end. Thanks for Donating came running up towards the end, but it did not matter. Samurai Santa took the W 143 to 136. All right, next, folks, this is amazing, okay? Going into this matchup, Noah Jackson was 0-5 going up against Alaire. All right, folks. He did it. He did it. He didn't just do it either. He had the biggest rout of the week. He won by 76 points against Sam McIlvain's Alaire. Final score 165 to 88. Outstanding performance by Noah Jackson. Finally got his team going in the right direction. Next week, he plays the back-to-back champ, who he lost to last year for the prize money, the championship belt, the championship ring. We're looking forward to that. Next, we got Walmart's bitch, the #1 manager in the league last week, against the #2 manager in the league. Well, guess what? They switched. Flip-flopped, all right? Final score of that one, Walmart's bitch, 141. Keep Up with the Joneses, 161. He's now the #1 manager in the league, and I talked to him later in an interview, okay? Finally, this was the shit game of the week, folks. Both teams did not score a whole lot of points. It was very close, though. Luckily, Jake squeezed the win out. Johnny was coming up for him at the end, but the final score, Sports Ball 69, 106. Lamar the Merrier, 109. Walkerson here. I'm here with Noah Jackson. He's the 10th ranked manager in the West Third Fantasy League. Noah, this weekend, going into the matchup, you were 0-5, okay?
I was.
Guess what? 1-5, baby. He got his first win against Sam. Sam scored 89 points. That's real bad, all right? Noah, how you feeling after your first win of the year?
I just woke up and I felt like I had it. I just had it this week. And you know what? I fucking had it.
Hey, he had it, folks. So let me tell you something. He didn't just have it. He beat the living tar out of Sam McIlvain. What was it, 80-something to 166 points.
Amen.
Deshaun Watson got him in a trade.
Yep.
40 points. Derrick Henry.
King Henry.
Changed his name. What are you going to do when Derrick Henry scores 9 points? Are you going to change your name again or what?
Probably.
All right. All right, well, 40 points, Derrick Henry, 40 points. Deshaun Watson, you almost beat Sam's entire team with just those two players.
Yep, I know. That's how bad it was for him.
Let me tell you something about Sam McIlvain. He was third in the standings, and he had the 7th least amount of points. 7th, okay? 3rd. You know what that's called?
Really bad.
A lucky son of a bitch. That's what that's called. All right. Now, Noah, you're 1-5. Yep. There's 3 1-5 teams in the West Third Fantasy League, all right? Last year, you were the runner-up in the West Third Fantasy League, okay?
That it was.
2nd place. Last year, back-to-back champ Kyle Tucker. Guess what his record is?
1-5.
1-5. Those two go up against each other. This week, someone's going to get their second win. Noah, who do you think it's going to be?
Definitely me. Definitely me. Kyle, you're done.
This is a matchup of the century, folks. Last year's runner-up. It's the championship game rematch. First time they've matched up since last year's Fantasy League championship, folks.
Yes, sir.
And Noah thinks he's going to take it. What do you got? You got anything to say to the back-to-back champ Kyle Tucker, 1-5 on the year?
I'm winning this time. You ain't kicking my ass this year.
You heard it here first.
You are more worried. I'm more worried about you clapping cheeks than I am winning fantasy now. Hey guys, welcome to this week's matchup of me and Noah. It should be a really shitty game like all of our other games. It'll probably be about 120 to 118, but somebody's going to get a win this week. I can guarantee.
And somebody's going to be clapping cheeks. That's Gunnar. Just kidding. Walkerson here. I'm here with Kyle Tucker. He's the manager of Thanks for Donating. What are they donating this year, Kyle? L's. That's what they're donating to you.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Number 8 in the stands right now. It's only week 6, folks. Week 7 now, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
anyway.
7. Or, yeah. We're week 7. Yeah.
It's week 7 now?
Yeah, yes. It's going to be week 7.
Okay. Walkerson here. I'm here with Kyle Tucker. He's the manager of Thanks for Donating. Kyle, you're off to a pretty rocky start this year. Do you think you're going to be able to turn it around soon? You're 1-5. How do you think the rest of the year is going to go for you? Or do you think you're going to be able to get your team moving along, getting some W's?
No.
All right. So
No, probably not, if I'm being honest.
this week you're taking on Noah Jackson, okay? Yeah. Last year's it's the championship matchup rematch from last year, 2019 season. You won, he got second. Who do you think is going to take the W in the rematch of the West Third Fantasy League championship game?
Noah. Because I'm either going to start Tom Brady or Tannehill, and whichever one I don't start is going to score like 36, and the other one's going to score like 14.
All right. So you're 1-5.
Yeah.
Noah finally got his first win last week against Sam McIlvain. Sam McIlvain was 3rd in the standings. Dropped.
Sam has like the same amount of points I have, and he's 4-2.
Sam's a lucky son of a bitch.
Yes, that's what we're getting at.
We already talked about that. But anyway, what I was saying is, yeah, he is 4-2 now, and he dropped all the way down to 6th in the standings.
Yeah.
Because he has no fucking points.
Yeah.
He's the luckiest son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay? So you think Noah's going to get the win next week in the rematch of the championship?
I'll just go through what's going to happen. Michael Thomas is going to be questionable all week until...
Then he's going to slap one of his teammates in the face.
Yes.
And then his coach is going to say, look, you can't do that. You're not playing.
Until Sunday at like 12:30.
Then he'll be out. They're going to say he's out. Not playing. Sunday, 12:30 p.m.
He's out. Then
he's going to scramble to get...
shit.
Sorry.
Okay. Where was I?
Michael Thomas is going to be out.
Yes. Michael Thomas out. So I have to pick up a receiver. I pick up some random dude off free agency that scores like 5. And then I'm either going to start Tom Brady or Tannehill. The other one is going to score 30, and So probably Tom Brady's going to score 30 this week. Tannehill's going to score like 14. And then who else am I starting? Fuller probably will like piss his coach off and not play half the game like he did one week. And then
Bill O'Brien's fired. So
so he might play the whole game. So that might be. You better watch out.
That's why the Texans won.
Yeah.
That's why the Texans won a game, by the way.
All right.
And they almost beat the Titans because Bill O'Brien's fired. He sucked. Worst coach, GM. He was both. He got fired. He sucks.
So I might get 20 points there. Dalvin Cook is out on bye week also.
That's rough.
But
Probably his best player.
yes. Montgomery might play all right. But I either have Freeman or who's my other running back? Johnson.
Well, you drafted 5.
Yeah.
So
Well, the other guy, either Freeman or the other guy, is going to score like 8. And then Calvin Ridley might score like 17, whatever. Cooper is either going to score like 25 or like 4. So I'm either going to score like 150 this week or like 112.
So if you score 150, do you think you have a chance of beating Noah in the
No,
rematch of the championship?
Because somehow magically Henry's going to get like 53.
Well, you got to remember both of your teams are 1-5, okay? Both teams are 1-5, so someone's going to get their second win, okay? It's going to be one of you two, all right? So you believe. Now, here's another thing. The most points Noah's scored is 166. The most you've scored was last week, and it was 138.
Yes.
So you still think you're gonna lose?
Yes. It's either going to be like 134.
Okay, so you got a prediction for the final score right here?
Yes, I got 2.
Here's the prediction for the rematch of the W3FL Fantasy League Championship right here.
134 to 143.
That's your high prediction?
Yes.
Okay, high prediction. Here's his low prediction.
Or it's going to be like 112 to 125.
I'm going to say it's going to be 112, 125. You heard it here first. Noah's taking the W. Walkerson here. I'm here with Gunnar Jones. He's the #1 manager in the W3FL Fantasy League. Gunnar, how's it feel? You're on top. You're the only 5-1 team in the league. 1 loss. Only person with 1 loss. How's it feel?
Oh, feels great. Feeling pretty good right about now.
All right, now, last week you played Jamal Caldwell, manager of Walmart's bitch, okay? He was #1 2 weeks in a row, and you were #2. You matched up pretty well. Was there any point during the matchup that your butthole was puckered just a little bit?
Well, Kyler Murray scared me a little bit last night when he started going off and didn't throw to Hopkins at all. But he finally stopped. They finally felt sorry for the Cowboys and stopped scoring on them, so I got lucky there. But going into the week, I was a little scared, having Kamara and Keenan Allen on a bye. So made that trade with Noah. Got a little Myles Gaskin, put him in there. He got me 16, and Rojo went off for me, got 26, and we're #1 now. So we're feeling good.
All right, Alvin Kamara not being in, that I totally forgot about that, but his team still performed pretty well. Josh Allen, not a great game. Are you getting kind of scared about that, or you think he's going to come back stronger than ever?
I think he'll come back into it. He's had some tough defenses to play against the last 2 weeks. He's got the Jets this week, and we're going up against a team we think we match up well against, and Jake. Watch out, Jake. And so
he's been scoring quite low and winning. He's borderline like Sam with his luck. Last week, I don't know if y'all seen this, but he barely beat Jonathan Moore about 110 to 108.
Yeah, I did see that. And I caught him on a good week because half of his team is Baltimore, and they're on a bye. So, no Lamar, no Marquise Brown, no Justin Tucker. So I think we're going to match up well. Hopefully we'll go in and come out 6-1.
Yeah, sounds like a pretty easy matchup there. I'll tell you right now, Walkerson's pick, that's my pick right here, number one manager taking on Jake. That's what happens. That's what happens whenever you got 3 players on the same team. All right?
Yep.
Any last words?
Nope.
All right, you heard it here first. All right, folks, now it's time for my Week 7 picks. Are you ready for it? I don't really care. My record this year, 14-11. That's a winning record, folks. I had a 5-0 week and an 0-5 week, okay? Hey, people fuck up. Ask Sam's team. Ask Carson's team, okay? All right, here we go. First matchup, we got Are You Feeling It Now against Sports Ball 69. All right, this is a pretty decent matchup, but I think ever since Dak got hurt, this is real life, folks. Ever since Dak got hurt, Sports Ball 69 hasn't won a single game. You heard it here first, folks. Right now the projections are pretty close, but I'm gonna have to go with Are You Feeling It Now in this one. Next, we got Samurai Santa going up against Johnny Football. Okay, the record holder for the least amount of points in the league. Yeah, that's him. I'm definitely going to have to go with Samurai Santa. He's got Russell Wilson coming off of a bye, folks. That ain't good for old Johnny Football, who has the least amount of points. He's 10th in the league. I said it wrong in the interview earlier. No. Noah's not 10th. Ever since he got that win, he bumped up to 9th, okay? Carson Cheatham's 10th. He's got the least amount of points. How many points has he scored, you ask? Let me check. 706 points. Yeah. Second least to 744. So, not looking good for him. I'm taking Samurai Santa in that one. Next, we got King Henry. He changed his name 3 times so far this year. We talked about that in the interview too. That's Noah Jackson going up against Thanks for Donating. This is a matchup of the W3FL Fantasy League Championship game from 2019, ladies and gentlemen. The back-to-back champ against the runner-up. All right, folks. Kyle was he wasn't very confident, if you couldn't tell. All right. But I mean, his team, it's starting to look more decent. I doubt Michael Thomas plays because he's a heathen, hood rat. I don't know what he's doing. Punching people in the face. That's just uncalled for, unnecessary. I'm gonna go with Noah Jackson in this one. Yeah. Well, hold on, folks. Let me look, and I'll come back to that one. Let me come back to that one. All right. Next, we got Walmart's bitch against Hilaire. I'm taking Walmart's bitch. Last week, his team underperformed, and they still scored 141 points. And Hilaire, guess what? Le'Veon Bell's coming to the Chiefs, so that's going to take something away from one of his best players. I'm taking Hilaire in that one. Plus, Sam McElvain's got the 7th least amount of points in the league. Maybe 8th, I don't even know. But last but not least, okay, maybe least. Jesus, right now this projected score is scary. It's 117 to 151. I already told you in the interview who I'm taking in this game. It's Lamar the Merrier against Keep Up with the Joneses. Number 1 manager in the league. Only 1 loss. And I'm taking Keep Up with the Joneses. I mean, Lamar the Merrier, if you couldn't tell by his team name, he's got Lamar on his team. And he's got 2 other Ravens too. And guess what? They're on a bye. So ain't looking good for him. I'm taking Gunner, number 1 manager in the W3FL Fantasy League. Okay, now let's come back up to this I'm calling this the matchup of the week. You heard it here first. I mean, it might be the shit game of the week too, but right now I'm calling it the matchup of the week just because it's 2, 1, and 5. Listen, they're both 1 and 5. Someone's getting a win this week. Someone's getting their second win of the year this week in this matchup, all right? Now let's see what we got here. We got Deshaun Watson playing Green Bay. Green Bay's, their defense ain't looking too hot, I'll tell you that. He's got Ryan Tannehill playing against Pittsburgh. Now, Pittsburgh's defense is the best defense in the league. They're probably going to take him to the Super Bowl, all right? Man, he's got 4 Noah Jackson's got 4 questionable players in his starting lineup. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to have to go with thanks for donating in this one. That's my final pick. Thanks for donating. Taking the win. Heard it here first. All right, Walkerson here. I'm here with Gunnar Jones. He is the manager of the number 1 fantasy team in. Walkerson here. I'm here with Gunnar Jones. He is the number 1 manager in the West 3rd Fantasy League.
Your team's garbage. And then she'll be like, well, who's he trying to fuck? Is he trying to fuck me? Because if he's trying to fuck me, then I'll fucking do it. And then she'll be like, I don't know, maybe.
It's like, oh, you really think she would? And then she'll be like, wait, what?
Yeah. You gotta play it off like it's not her. But then when it ends up being her, then she's gonna want to fuck.
True, that's what I always say. That's exactly what I said today. This is my last week working. Anyway. All right, Kyle, one last question. Do you regret drafting 5 running backs in the draft?
No. 2 of my running backs are hurt like I knew they would be. So.
All right, you heard it.
I mean, you know Cook's going to get hurt because that just happens. And then Chubb.
Well, when you run the ball 40 times a game, you're probably going to get hurt.
I agree.
Unless you're 6'20" and your name's Derrick Henry.
Throw anybody off of you.
Josh Norman. In the ground, he's dead. I would have retired.
That's pretty sad.
Now, I asked Noah, so you know how Derrick Henry scored 40 points? You changed his name to King Henry. I said, when Derrick Henry scores 9 points, you're going to change it again?
You change it back to my team sucks or whatever. My team's hurt.
He said, yeah. He said, yeah.